Hey there, Toons! Coach Z here with another video. This is a long one, and I want you to watch it carefully. This comes from a Level 5 Lawbot building in Donald's Dreamland, which are usually the most difficult buildings in all of Toontown. After encountering 2 high-level cogs on the first floor, you usually only see one, we join the group on the second floor. Watch the dog in the red striped shirt. Watch his gag choices. A bike horn, while the other 2 choose augas. Bear With Me has Foghorn, but if he uses it, the cogs will target him like a heat-seeking missile on the tail of an F-13. And being the lowest laugh in the group, he doesn't dare use it. On to the third floor. Bear With Me, facing 2 cogs, decides to use Lure. The dog, unable to resist, pulls out a Level 2 Rake against a Level 9 cog. Then after 2 rounds, and the cog finally goes down, and another cog comes out of the elevator, what's his gag choice? A bike horn again. Well, one more goes down, and with the remaining one, what does he pull out? Another rake. And when the lure doesn't work, what does he pull out in the next round? A banana peel. All the while, the cogs are hitting the team with group damage. Okay, after that round, look at Bear With Me. 3 laugh. All because we are not taking the cogs out one by one. Instead, we are putzing around with rakes, banana peels, and bike horns. And even with Bear With Me about to go sad, what does the dog pull out? Another bike horn. Fortunately, the tune-up works, as does the sound. On to the 4th floor. You would think our experience on the 3rd floor would get the dog to think, gee, maybe I should be using higher-level gags. The red pig announces that he is going to use Lure. And what does the dog pull out? Another stinking bike horn. Fortunately, he pulls it back and brings out a more reasonable gag. The Lure works. Great. Now we can work on the cogs one by one. So, Bear With Me pulls out a $10 lure to use on the left cog. And, of course, the dog can't resist putting out a banana peel. So, not only does that remove the lure, but because the squirt gags don't get their knockback bonus, he doesn't even get defeated and strikes back against the group. Fortunately, the rest of the floor went okay. Okay, on to the top floor, and the dog pulls out yet another stinking bike horn. Fortunately, he pulls it back when Bear With Me pulls out a lure. The 2 cogs go down in 2 rounds, and when we face yet another group, he pulls out even another bike horn. You'd think he'd get a hint. In the next round, 3 toons pull out Squirt, and the dog pulls out Throw. Now, is this dog stupid or what? The cog is lured. We get all those squirts on him, that cog is definitely done for. But by pulling out a cream pie, he robs the group of a hefty knockback bonus, additional damage bonus, and even opens the possibility that the squirts could miss and the cog would be loose to retaliate. Fortunately, the squirts don't miss, but without that additional damage bonus, that cog strikes back, but fortunately misses. After 2 go down in the next round, the dog again tries to use his bike horn. Bear With Me has had enough and tells him no. Now, with 1 more cog down, what gag does the dog pull out? You guessed it, a freaking bike horn. And because he just had to get in the bike horn again, the cog does not go down. How do I know? Because this cog had knockback. The birthday cake combined with just 1 other pie, while Lord would have sent him packing. Okay, by now you should get the idea that this dog was using this building to develop his trap and sound gags. Toons, please, I know how tempting it is to use the multiplier on the higher floors of buildings to develop your gags, but realize that there is one fundamental difference between buildings and street battles. In a building, you cannot run away from a fight. Once you get on that elevator, you are required to fight until the floor is done. When you use gags that put your fellow toons in danger, which is exactly what using low-level traps and sound against high-level cogs does, you are guilty of selfish play. You are a team. Act like a team. You want to develop your gags? Go out on the street where the toons can run away if you endanger them. Don't do it in buildings or any of the structures in the cog headquarters. For his unending selfish play, this dog gets my Selfish Player of the Day award. That's it for this week, Toons. See you next time.